Welcome to Hectanuga 1.
To make these slippers, I'm going to use Bernat chunky yarn and a 6.5mm crochet hook. Originally I used a 9, but that is too stretchy. And if you don't have Bernat chunky, you could use 2 strands of Red Heart Super Saver yarn. And I'm going to start with a slip knot, so I make a loop, pull the yarn through, and then tighten that up on the hook. And I'm going to start with chain 18. So that's chain 18, and it should be as long as the foot. Now I'm going to half double crochet in the 3rd stitch from the hook. So half double crochet, yarn around the hook, insert into the stitch, pick up the yarn and pull it through, pick up the yarn and pull it through all 3 stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a half double crochet in each stitch all the way across the row. All the way across the row. Okay, I've worked all the way across the row. At the end of the row, chain 2 and turn. And I'm going to half double crochet across the row, but instead of working in that natural hole, I'm going to work below that. I'm going to insert the hook between the 2 stitches, and I'm going to half double crochet. So half double crochet all the way across the row, but work in between the 2 stitches. Okay, I worked all the way across the row, and now you're just going to repeat that same row over and over until the work is a square. So chain 2 and turn, half double crochet in each stitch across the row, working between the 2 stitches. So just continue repeating that row until the work is a square. Okay, I have worked 16 rows, and as you can see now, when I fold this diagonally, the foundation row and the number of rows equal the same amount. And I have fastened off with a long yarn end. I have threaded the yarn into a yarn needle, and this is the last row that I worked. And so now I'm going to weave my needle through that last row of stitches, like that, and I'm going to pull to gather up and close the toe end of the slipper. And I'm going to take a couple of stitches to secure it. And now I'm going to sew across the top of the slipper. And I'm going to sew halfway, so if I fold this in half, then I can find that spot, and this is the halfway mark. So you can mark it, or I'm just going to go by eye, and I'm going to sew across the top of the slipper. Like that. So now just secure that. And then I'm going to come to the back end. And I'm going to sew the heel end closed. And there's how the slipper looks. Now you could stop here and just use the slippers like this, but I'm going to show you how to crochet a cuff along the top. And I changed my background color so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to work with 2 strands of worsted weight in black. Pull the yarn through a stitch at the heel, lock it in, chain 1 additional stitch. I'm going to evenly double crochet all the way around. Okay, I worked all the way around. I slip stitched to join and I fastened off. And now I'm going to attach red. There's my fasten off stitch. I'm going to attach it in that stitch. Take 1 stitch with both, chain 1, and I'm going to double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Okay, I worked all the way around and I slip stitched to join in the top of the chain 2 and I'm going to fasten off. And that's what that looks like. I'm going to bring my black over, lock it in, take one extra stitch, and double crochet in each stitch around. Okay, double crochet all the way around. Take all these and tie them together at the back of the slipper, like that, and then just cut them all to the length of your shortest yarn. And again, you can use these slippers just like that, or you could lace some black cord here in the front for extra detail. And I've gone ahead and I've chained a cord that's probably about 2 feet long, and I'm going to just pass it through. And I'll just tie this in a bow. So there you go. There's some easy slippers to crochet. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.